Welcome to the Stephanie Show. Everybody clap, yay. Alright. We're at Mister Tramps. The owner is going to be gone for 2 weeks. Thank God! Because he's annoying me. Anyway, he's going overseas, so we're going to be gone for 2 weeks. So anyway, it's going to be an exciting day. I've got my friends here. I've got Lisa Lynn. Give it up, Lisa Lynn. Woo! Yay! I got Christina Carney. And yeah, I met these bitches because I was in the Vagina monologues. My friend Kelly the Stone. Woo! Kelly Stone. She was like, "Hey, I'm gonna audition for the Vagina monologues," and I was like, I don't know. And then I did it, and it was like the most amazing thing I've ever done, besides other things. It was one of the most amazing things I've ever done.
Clearing that up.
But like, it really got me back into wanting to go into theater and acting and just being who I am. Actually, I guess it was kind of like, you know, as I was hospitalized in January and then coming back and doing all that kind of catapulted, I guess, whatever I am becoming. It was part of that, so thank you, fuckers.
No, thank you, fuckers.
Big claps for all three of them.
Vela Vagina!
Yeah. So, let's talk about you guys. How long have you had? How long? Okay, we're just gonna do some general stuff. Like, I really don't have a format for this show. It's all about having fun and just being, you know what I mean? Like, when we're just outside talking, I kind of wanted it to remain kind of like that, like we're outside talking, smoking cigarettes, which unfortunately we can't smoke cigarettes.
Right?
So like, how long, this is the Vagina monologues, was that the only one that you did, or like?
No, I came from upstate New York, and I was in a production of the Vagina monologues there. In New York, the way we did it, it was mostly the universities. And I was working for a nonprofit, and they would ask one of us every year, sort of like Safe Place here, so an agency working on domestic and sexual violence. So they would ask, you know, a staff person every year to come be a part of it. So I was able to do that. So I saw it numerous times to support my friends and coworkers, and then was able to, you know, finally got to a point where I was like, okay, yeah, I really want to do this. Like, this is pretty special, and I love Eve Ensler. She's a hero. You know, she's fucking amazing. So it was really cool. But then I met Lisa at a conference. Hey, Lisa. Met her at a conference, and she just came over and we started chatting, and she invited me in. And
I was like, what do you think of vaginas?
I love vaginas.
And then other stuff happened after that.
Yeah. And then there was stuff, and then we did things.
We can just leave it at that.
And Christina tends to be a little bit more in-depth of a person than I care to swim. And so I was all like, yeah, we get to yell vagina! It's gonna be awesome! I think there's a dirty thing involved too. There's a connecting which I grew on. But I was in one other show and I had offered to push boxes. So really, be careful where you volunteer. Because you never know where you're going to go. But that's kind of how I got it. I just showed up to, I didn't think I could be a warrior. I couldn't be one of them. And I showed up and my daughter and I offered to push boxes. Like, yeah, we want to do something to be supportive. We got real small and our voices got real tiny.
Right.
And it turns out we're fucking rockin' warriors, and that's kind of cool.
Yeah, it took me a while to kind of acclimate to the whole warrior thing, because I'm a very, like, non-authority, and, like, you can't tell me what I am, you know. But I kind of embrace it now.
Well, and you know, that I think that whole thing where it's coming from is something kind of, like, ancient and, like, archetypal, and, like, really, it draws on something. So it's not, you know, like with some things where you feel kind of like, oh, great, now I'm in this box, you know, or and you know, in this ideology, it's more like asking you to call up something for yourself, which is, like, in our culture, you know, we need it. We really need it, you know. I mean, and that's actually for me, like, the warrior thing. So I have this, like, internal image of my warrior, and I don't know if y'all read the Girl with the Dragon Tattoo trilogy, but Lisbeth, she's my internal warrior. She's fucking badass and doesn't take shit from anybody, and yeah, so I really, really dig the warrior thing, obviously.
And you know, oh yeah, and a lot of people still haven't heard of Eve Essner or Vagina monologues. But there, of course, there's a whole younger generation, because how long has it been? How long has it been out? Like what? 10 or 15 years?
20 years, early 90s?
Yeah, that's a really long time now, and it's still evolving. That's what's really cool about it, is when as society grows and people say, hey, I don't think it's inclusive enough, it grows to be more inclusive and says, yeah, maybe we didn't look there, let's take a look. And I really enjoyed the part where it grows. And I was surprised that people are hearing about it. Like right here in Austin, there are like 5 productions this year. So there was the English version, the Spanish version, there was one to School for the Deaf, there were a couple other ones going on. A couple years ago, Algo did all transgendered persons in the cast. And so it's happening, but for some reason we're not talking to each other.
Yeah, that should happen.
Yeah, and I think that would be a thing I would like to see happen, is for us to get really connected across the spectrum of what it means for any of us individually to identify however we want to, or with the woman inside of us, or the warrior, because we've got our B-men too, right?
Right, and you know, like, I remember auditioning, and I remember just being kind of like, I don't know, I'm kind of standoffish anyway, but like, I haven't been around a whole lot of strong women. You know, where I grew up, there was plenty of strong women, but then they had to acclimate to the whole misogyny atmosphere that was like a small town in Texas, you know what I mean? And so like being in a bigger place and being around other women who are ambitious and who do want to do things and do want to change the world, who gives a fuck, they do want to change the world. But like, yeah.
But also don't have any desire to control how you do that.
Yeah.
And because I will see sometimes women kind of take on, because, you know, women and men, I think, we're all perpetrators and victims of patriarchy.
Yeah.
And, you know, how women sometimes internalize that is like stepping into that, you know, needing to control, you know.
Right.
And so I experienced that, like, women who were strong, but it felt like they wanted me to be their version of whatever it is they wanted me to be, and it was like, hey, no, back up, you know. So if you can be around strong women who also know how to be, you know when to be hands-on and when to be hands-off, like, you know what I mean?
Yeah,
like
I know exactly.
You know, there's something different there.
I know what you're getting at. I know what you're talking about, but it almost sounds like that whole like controlling thing with patriarchy. It's kind of like trying to get away from it, and maybe it's like a residue to step away to at least recognize it, because you're defining it. You just defined it in so many words. You summarized it, but to define it and to kind of recognize that and kind of talk about it openly with women and honestly and be like, hey, can we quit competing?
Right.
Can we quit being passive aggressive bitches with each other? Can we quit being jealous? I mean, because to me, jealousy has always been around, but I think there's a certain element of jealousy that is patriarchal.
I think there's jealousy, and then I think there's like trying to police my ass.
Yeah.
I recently heard from a helper saying, oh, well, she's an amazing woman. They weren't talking about me, but they could have, or you. Like, it was about any of us. And they said, well, she's an amazing woman, but she really needs to learn to cover up on her chest. And understand that's inappropriate. Oh, well, thank you for the compliment. Anytime you say but, like, what the fuck? I don't understand, like, how it can be so out of one side of the mouth and out of the other. I really like the power and strength, just not in that package. It needs to look like my package. It needs to look like what I think power should look like, or control, or calmness. And I think that women, and especially women, should be as expressive as we fucking can be.
Oh, exactly, yeah.
And as quiet as we want to be.
Yeah.
Anytime we want. I always look back at that and think about, a minute ago you said, you know, there were strong women. I've never met a woman who wasn't strong. She might not have been speaking up for her rights, but she was stretching the dollar, she was making sure the kids were miserable or happy, depending on the time of day.
Yeah.
Because I've tried to make my kids miserable at times, you know. What's good for the goose is good for the gander.
I wanted to say that, just like backing up with stuff, Steffi, when you audition and you, I loved My Revolution, that last piece. It just, you know, it
that was the only
like hit
piece
me
that
so
really spoke to me.
Yeah, it hit me right in the gut. And when you read for that, like, you know, like there was a point, you had a point and your voice broke and like something came through that was so like, I was like, oh shit.
It's been an emotional fucking weekend, everyone.
That's when it's real,
And now
man.
I'm tearing up again.
But you know, when I heard that, I was like, you know, and I like, I just, it felt like you belonged in that piece, like that was really important. And so that, like, that stayed with me. That glimpse of what came through in that moment was just very real. And so, I don't know, I just felt like I needed to say that.
Oh, well, thanks.
You're welcome.
I think that's like a beautiful part of the journey, the monologues. You know, I went into it being all shallow. Oh, viva la vagina, and shit like that, right? And I love that part of it. It's really fun to be outrageous and own whatever it is I'm doing in the moment, or just being with my girls. But then there's like this sitting in discomfort with each other, going to scary places and digging up our roots and really looking at them from each other's perspectives. I love the way women, this year's monologues are no different than any other. People will start and maybe drop out, and other people are added in. And as people came in, they were welcomed and kind of just fell in this groove. Hey, let's step into this uncomfortable place so we can be loved and heal and grow from this. And that, to me, was like more surprising. It's what I wanted. I just didn't know we could really get it. And I was really impressed with everything everybody was willing to take risks for.
I was really glad to see Jamie up there.
Oh, yeah.
Because I think it was very, like, vindicated for her. Like, if she felt like, yeah, this is where I belong, and that made me happy. Because I've watched her do stand-up, and I've watched her around the circuit. Yeah, it's one thing, but to be a part of something that big, yeah, it's fucking beautiful.
That piece
I don't know how to expand on it.
Yeah, no, that piece was, you know.
They beat the boy out of my girl. Or
Yeah. That piece, we were so stuck because we were trying to, you know, recruit some transgender individuals. We were, because it felt wrong to do the piece like with anyone but someone who used that experience. Like,
definitely, I laugh at our attempts at recruiting.
they were kind of lame. I mean, we were
Some
just
of them were,
I mean, but we were genuinely, you know, reaching out and trying to, and we kept like going like, okay, we're gonna wait because it's gonna happen.
The law of attraction.
Yeah.
And we forgot about the vulnerability investment.
Yeah.
They're saying, hey, we need help. We're fucking clueless.
And so we were, we all reached out, and so and like the first time I saw it read through, I was like, I knew we made the right choice to wait and to do it right, because it was, again, one of those pieces that just hits you, you know, it hits home when you see someone doing it who's coming from a place of lived experience. That's so good. So good.
That was Jamie and Kylie Jack, right?
Jack, yeah.
Really phenomenal. And both wonderful to work with.
Everybody was wonderful.
Absolutely, and I love, you know, just speaking about the show itself. And thinking about the show itself, I love how Eve Ensler was able to really blend this material of, like, you know, pushing, making you feel really uncomfortable, and then taking you up into this kind of like fun, exciting place, this interesting, you know, provocative place, and then bringing you back down. You know, I mean, I think watching them is a ride.
It is too. Like we had the moans.
Woo!
Kelly's here.
Oh yeah.
And there's two Kellys.
Ooh, I'm loving the hair. Are you coming up?
Do you want to come up?
Can you share my chair?
I remember her, you know, like the first time I watched it, well, it was last year, but listening to you do the moans and just imagining like how uncomfortable somebody else might have felt in the audience. You know what I mean? But
I have to say, it was a fabulous triple moan.
Yeah,
oh my God.
It was. Like, to go from that.
Was hot.
It was hot.
Could you do it now?
Get me one here.
But it's just so crazy to go from that and then go to Kelly's piece where she was talking about statistics and you know, like female circumcision, to go from that, and it just kind of puts in perspective how all-encompassing the vagina really is. The vagina goes through a lot, and then to become a vagina and experience the world as a vagina, but you know what I mean? It's just like, yes. We are the world. We are the vaginas. Yeah, those moans, man. Oh my god. Yeah. I liked mine the best, though.
I love that picture of
Oh,
Christina.
yours was great.
Christina got caught picture, like, balance on the chair.
It's like, really? Someone had to catch that moment right there?
Yes, it's perfect. What a
I
great
untagged myself. Oh, no.
What was going through your head when you were doing the moans? Like, you want to come here and answer that question? Would you mind doing that? Yeah. Like, as you were doing that one loud mode, like, what were you thinking?
As I was doing the triple orgasm?
Yeah.
Trying not to overdo it, just trying to imagine what it would be like actually having a surprise triple orgasm moan, because unfortunately that's never actually happened to me. I mean, has that happened to you? Maybe a surprise double orgasm moan. Like, oh, shit. Really? I'm still going? Yeah. But the third one, I don't know. You have to try to keep in your head, too, when you're doing the first one, that you don't want to start too high, because you got to build up. But yeah, when everybody else is doing their moans, I'm trying not to forget the next one, of course, because it's so, I loved listening to you guys. And we really didn't rehearse it much together beforehand, which is actually better, I think. I think it made it more genuine during the actual show. But I loved listening to you guys. It was just wonderful. And so many of them were different. I think this is my third year doing the show. So many of them were different from how they had been done in past years. And I thought that was really wonderful, too. So
it's hard when you've been in them a number of times, or you've seen the several productions, to really continue to be fresh with it, and I think that's with anything, but especially this, because of the nature of it. It's easy to be like, oh no, this is how it's done, but really there's no rules. I mean, aside from some basic stuff that Eve Ensler wants you to keep stuff to the script, but oh, awesome, we have another chair. Hold on, we're adjusting. Okay. Okay. So anyway, keeping it fresh and doing new things with it, it's good. Which is also why it's so great to bring new folks in who haven't been doing that.
Yeah, I think we had a lot of fresh faces this year, which was wonderful. And some of them hadn't seen the show before, and so it really allowed them to kind of bring their own unique perspective or interpretation of each piece to the performance. And I think that was great. I had people who have been to every show who said this year was the best year.
Woo! Yeah.
So, and I don't think it was just talk. Yeah, I really don't, because we had a really great group this year.
It's because we were in it.
Exactly.
Yeah.
That's all it was.
Especially me. It's all about me, right?
Well, I will say the flood is my favorite piece in the show, and it is one that I've been wanting to perform since my first year, and I just don't, I'm afraid to do it because it's such an intense piece, and it's funny, and it's sad, and like you were talking about how the show is so all-encompassing and has these ups and downs. Like, I think that piece is just the epitome of that. It's really beautiful. I would love to do that.
And Stephanie did She was amazing.
It was amazing.
I had no idea what you were going to do with it, and when I first saw you read it, I was like, what? I mean, you captured something in it that I
worked around a bunch of old ladies. Like, I did a lot of at home, care home work and things like that. And I loved, I spent a lot of time with my grandmother-in-law. And I love older women.
They're awesome.
Yeah, I had done it the year before. And I did it really played up
and you were
comedy,
great.
and I did a whole other take, because my grandma was kind of a grouchy old lady. But I mean, pretty powerful. I was scared to death of her. And you brought this, calmness to it, a reflection. It was really like going through memories more than the way I liked yours much better. I remember asking them, can we get a spotlight on
that, because I think I could have done better. Thank you.
Mutual Admiration Society. We rock.
Thanks. I don't know what to say.
Oh, guys.
I'm just going to do this for a while. I mean, like, that's it, it's so interesting, because you do that, and then, like, side note it, but I am so uncomfortable with praise. Are you uncomfortable with praise?
I don't know. I guess sometimes I am. I just don't think about it. Like, since I've started this, like, it's like I've heard, oh, you're an interesting person, or yada, 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 and I'm just like, I feel comfortable going on stage. You know what I mean?
I'm comfortable being on stage, but...
And speaking publicly.
Yeah, I don't mind that part, but the praise part, when people start to compliment me or praise me,
like when you
I feel
those
awkward.
compliments and you feel interesting.
I mean, I already know I'm awesome, so that's already established. I don't need anybody else's praise. But I love it though, don't get me wrong. No, but thank you for praise. I don't feel comfortable. How do I make it sound like I'm not being a bitch and I don't appreciate it?
See, it's not that I don't believe what they're saying. Like, I feel it too, but then it's just like, oh, thank you. Like, I don't want to seem ingenuine, but I feel ingenuine with my reaction. So that in that regard, I am uncomfortable with praise because I just don't.
It's like, was
I'm
the
like, I know.
reciprocated well?
Right.
Yeah, for sure.
It's just a side note. I'm done.
Okay,
what do you say on that?
Christina, you're awesome.
I want to know what's going on with this over here. You brought something.
Well, you gave them to me, so. But when it comes to sitting with praise or compliments, I often don't feel it. And I do some pretty fucking amazing things. So every once in a while, I'll feel it. It feels really good. I'm like, ooh, a little high there, right? But it's gone.
Everyone starts moaning again.
Oh! Wait, yeah, I did that. Like, ooh, you're talking about me.
What if we moaned every time someone gave us a compliment?
Oh.
Instead of saying,
We should start doing that for God.
Again.
Hold on, I'll try it again. Thank you for telling me. The flood was pretty good. Oh my God. Okay, there we go. My sister's here, my poor sister. How you doing, Kelly?
Good.
Okay. You want to come up?
No.
Okay.
So I thought we might run out of uncomfortable things to talk about.
Okay. This is the
I
package.
wanted a fail-safe backup plan.
Okay.
So I run a Diva cup. Have you used one?
I'm on my period right now.
Have you seen one?
Look at Rachel. I mean, look at Kelly. She's all like
soft cup.
Soft cup.
I have wanted one for years, and I am underwhelmed.
What? I don't know what you're talking about.
It captures your blood, I think, right?
I bought them because I was super excited about the possibilities. I was like, I don't know, these seem like they could be wonderful, and I couldn't figure the fucker out.
Kelly opened
I was like, wait, Kelly might, our other Kelly might probably be able to give us some advice, but...
I've used them for 4 years.
And do you love them?
Yeah.
I just can't, I tried a couple times, and it was just, ended up being really messy, and I don't know, I would like some guidance.
No, I read about it, and did you hold your leg upright? Did you do that 8 hour?
Shut the fuck up there.
I didn't know the class was involved.
It looks like a female condom.
Right?
It looks like a
It doesn't look
diaphragm.
like there's room for much.
Look.
The sex educator's coming up.
The sex educator can't handle it.
Here you go,
It's
Kelly.
like a diaphragm with a tiny cup.
I'm sorry, yeah, a diaphragm, it looks like a diaphragm. A female condom looks way different. It actually looks like a large condom with a ring inside and that on the end.
Well, it's like the one end of female condom.
No,
Because I sell female condoms at work, but it's not a
yeah, but it's like a giant
like
maximum. Yeah, no, that looks more like a diaphragm. I'm a soft cup user. I've used soft cup for the last 4 years. I do a bit in stand-up comedy where I educate people on how it works, and I pour my beer into the soft cup to show how it holds the flow, and then I drink it.
It's just so thick, I can't imagine. I mean, it's comfortable.
Yeah, it's just, the thickness of the Nuva ring, too. It's slightly
Yeah, I've
thicker,
never
but
done
those are
any of
normal.
the ring,
Yeah, it hooks onto your cervix,
I was
so,
attacked by a diaphragm once.
yeah.
She was attacked by a diaphragm once.
Yeah, the difference between the
I
Diva
went to the
Cup,
hospital laid out. I just didn't know what to do.
a Diva Cup is reusable, like you boil it at the end of every month to keep it sanitary, and so you can use it. Soft cups are disposable. And so that's what and some people like menstrual cups because of the environmental impact that you're having less waste. And with soft cups, you can use them for 12 hours, where tampons you can only use them for 4.
Right.
So then that's, you're reducing waste in that way as well.
And now, I was just reading about, I'm not going to remember the name of them, but they're the panties that have that built in. They have
I just read the article.
Built in,
yeah.
So you can wash them, and they're using them. They're also kind of really targeting countries where women don't have access.
Right, they're period panties.
Yeah,
but
they're period panties.
Not the stained ones,
Yeah.
So these are panties with built-in pads.
Basically, yeah.
Yeah, they're washable. They've got 4 different layers built into it.
Right.
And I actually, I was in a doctoral program for human sexuality education for a little while, and I withdrew. But one of my colleagues in my cohort, one of my classmates, she's now a big sex educator in Philadelphia, and she writes for Philadelphia Weekly and stuff. And she just posted that article, and I commented on it because my thought was, I've used the soft cup for so long, and like in an emergency, when I have to use a tampon, I can smell myself the entire time. I can smell the tampon, and I'm acutely aware of it. And I feel like the soft cup keeps it fresher smelling, if you will. Also, one of the benefits are people can still go down on you. You can still have sex, stuff like that. Penetrative sex, obviously. But with the panties, that's what I would wonder is the smell, how I would smell in those panties.
I can smell mine right now. I just started. Do you know what I'm talking about?
We don't smell you. I don't anyway. Kelly might be able to.
No.
I don't, but you're very super sensitive, and you smell
I know.
it.
I was gonna say no. I
She's
can't.
like, holy shit.
So did you demonstrate how to put that in?
Yeah.
Okay, there's YouTube videos. So I was introduced to soft cup at a conference. I was at a health conference, and so soft cup had representatives there in the exhibit hall, and so they were we have YouTube videos that are very instructional, and so. If you give me a clean glass, I could show the proper demonstration. But this is a podcast; it's not a visual forum, right?
This is just for us.
We want to video stream.
But you want to you squeeze it, you fix it back. You want to make sure you hook it on your cervix. Everybody's cervix is a little bit different. Mine is one of those retroverted ones, so everybody hooks different. And so with the mess that you're talking about, my pussy all retro, shit. It's all old. It's got shag carpets, Yeah, except, sometimes, it's mustard yellow. No, I'm just kidding. That's when we get some mama stuff. Oh, sorry. Oh, God.
Yeah, that's awesome.
But the mess that you're talking about, it took me 2 months of trying to figure out. So I ruined a lot of pants and underwear, because my cup would runneth over.
Well, that's the thing about taking it out too. It's
taking it out,
it would be kind of a delicate process. But I feel better knowing that there's a trial and error. Yeah, well, because I felt kind of inept and stupid. I was I think I should know how to be able to do this, and I have no idea. So I gave them to Lisa, and I say, good luck.
But, with tampons, too, my mom didn't teach me how to put it in.
Right.
And so I wore an applicator sticking down in my panties. And, of course, it wasn't absorbent, And then my mom was like, well, what'd you think of the tampon? I was like, it wasn't very absorbent. She's like, yeah, that's what I've always thought, too. And we're having a conversation about me having a plastic pink stick, sticking out.
Oh.
And so I finally sat on the bleachers in gym class and read the tampon instructions. And I was like, oh.
I feel like I have a cooler version of The View going on right now.
Right?
There's alcohol involved.
I'm over here I've only not had my period for
Bloody
4
Mary for
months,
me,
and there's
please.
already all this new stuff that I don't know about.
Right.
What is this?
So who else is watching Sense8?
Do you else what?
Who else is watching Sense8?
Since 8.
Since 8.
What's that?
I don't understand.
oh my god, it's this Netflix series.
Oh.
I thought you were talking about since we checked the number of viewers and it was at 8. And you were like, since 8.
I don't even know.
How many more do we got now? 4. It would be the answer. So you're saying the name of a show.
Okay, it's called Sense8 and it's on Netflix. And it's like, oh, this sci-fi movie, except it's way better. It's all trans persons and all kind of spectrum questioning all around the globe with social economical crap pushed in. It is fucking great.
Economics are crap.
So it's a sci-fi
So they're all like
show
brain connected. That's
with like
cool, too.
transgender people.
Well, and other people, like everybody across the globe, and all sorts of different economic, social standpoints. Like big words, I don't even know what the fuck I'm saying.
No, it's okay, Lisa. I'm the same way too. I don't
All the big impressive stuff I hear about in trainings. It's in it.
Nice.
And is it called Sense8, like the number 8, or
Yes.
like Mr. Miyagi, like Sensei?
No, it's Sense and the number 8.
Okay.
Yeah, Google that.
I'm
Google that.
How many viewers we have right now that we've probably scared away.
Did we run it away?
But I mean, this is going to go up in my podcast.
It was that thing Kelly said, wasn't it?
We got one viewer.
Oh, yeah. Oh my. Alright, time to moan. Time to moan, let's go.
And with the 2 actual viewers in the room, that makes 3, which is a perfect number. It's a number of completion.
Yes.
So 3. Today is the Lord's Day.
Hallelujah!
How can we not speak of blood running, overflowing out of cups? You know. Oh.
Sense8,
So-
I have seen a lot of people posting about that, and I think Jamie that we were talking about earlier is one of them. I haven't given it a shot yet, but it's a Netflix original, right? I'm pretty sure. Yeah. And it's what? I mean, a series? Like, are the
Yeah,
episodes?
so far I think there's like 12 of them right now. I don't know, I'm on 10. I started yesterday. It's hot, too.
Oh, sexy.
Do y'all know anything about that chick that's at Greg Abbott's mansion right now protesting the veto? Have you heard about it? Hold on, here, Kelly.
Stephanie mentioned it to me too, and I was like, no.
I'll look it up.
So now, yeah.
I'll look on Facebook. But
Basically, what's going on is she's trying to get Greg Abbott to veto a bill. This bill would cut spending, of course, through Planned Parenthood to give women free mammograms and pap smears.
Weird that they could cut more spending
I was
to
like,
Planned
haven't they already
Parenthood.
cut it all?
Wow. Like that, I mean, you can really learn a lot about fractions when you think about government spending and women's health care.
I'm gonna look up her name and everything like that, but I didn't know y'all heard. It's a young chick, and here she is. It's Say It Cancer Screenings. This young activist, Sadie Hernandez, is staying at the gate of the Texas governor's mansion every day to protest cuts to breast and cervical cancer screenings. Cuts targeted at Planned Parenthood patients. We stand with Sadie. I don't know about you guys. I probably plan on going out there sometime this week, and I'm gonna make up a rap.
Holler at me when you do.
Yeah, I'm kind of thinking I wanted like maybe make a short video and something to the effect of like, you know, you can get testicle cancer. What if we cut spending just for testicle fucking cancer? You fucking, just fucking a lot of fucks.
I'm a second pig. I really think we should do that.
But just something, but just at least go out there and see what's going on. But that's what she's doing, so.
Way to go, Sadie Hernandez.
we salute you.
Way to be a vagina warrior.
You're watching right now. You're our one viewer. You're watching right now. I know it. But it sucks though. I mean, this is like. You have everybody from around the world moving to Texas, right?
Everybody.
Yeah, pretty much. You have everybody around the world coming from Texas. And it's like, you have a lot of, like, I guess maybe progressive minds coming here, but then our state, and like, the city council, like, you heard about that, right? About the training videos they have for the women that
Oh
would be
no,
elected.
it's women. What are we gonna do? They're so hysterical.
Yeah, they had to have a training. There were so many women. And then what did the trainer discuss that he understood immediately that he had to have different conversations?
Well, he listened to his daughter and this
12-year-old daughter.
You know that women like to ask a lot of questions. And we tend to care about environmental change along with spending. It's scary as shit, I know.
Oh, those girls and their trees.
I was doing some stuff at the Capitol, and I went into this legislator's office, and on her shelves, she had this framed picture of her, and underneath it said, so-and-so, former fetus. I was like, wow! So that's how you came into the world? Like, you didn't come in like a space alien pod? Like, former fetus. I wasn't sure, like... I mean, I understood why.
So are we walking? Are we still fetuses though?
I don't know.
She's a former fetus.
She's a former fetus.
She's a former fetus. She framed it and put it on a bookshelf.
I could even say like I was formerly in a codependent relationship with a placenta, right? I had to cut the ties, you know.
Going on too long.
Yeah.
You'll need me soon.
Are you pregnant?
Yes.
When are you due?
November 1st.
How's your
Gonna
fetus
pop out on Halloween.
Congratulations, by the way.
Thank you. Yeah, it's hard to believe I'm halfway through already. Well, 19 weeks, but
It's gonna be a long fucking summer.
I know.
Good luck.
No kidding. Oh, today I was already like walking the dogs. I'm like, ugh. God, I don't even like have a baby bump yet, but I already feel like I'm waddling everywhere I go.
Well, as you near like August and it's a gazillion degrees, if you need, I have tubes you can come float the river. What I used to do is then put my belly in the hole of the tube so the water, because you can't lay on your stomach. So that's where like you
have
can be
Hawaiian
relieved.
Falls summer passes, so
Yeah.
floating that lazy river.
They just opened up that park.
Yeah, they did. I haven't been yet. The kids are out there today, my boyfriend's kids and him. I don't know. I can't ride any of the rides though. It's so disappointing. I'm a ride you know.
Is it a rule? Like if you're carrying a fetus?
I'm pretty sure they have like things posted all over the place that you're not supposed to. Just because anything like the drastic, like if you're dropping into the water, like drastic changes and anything.
It'd be like a shock wave.
Yeah. Blood pressure, I don't know, maybe, if the rides affect that.
I mean, it could be like a thunder douche as well, right?
Oh goodness, yeah, no. Oh, wait, baby. Thank you, Kelly. Now I'm going to be mortified every time I jump in the water.
Right? A water-induced birth.
Yeah. There you go. Those are supposed to be good, right?
Well, is this your first one?
Yes, yeah.
Yeah. What I remember the
That's
most,
scary.
like towards the end, where I couldn't tell, like my water had broke with one of them, and I couldn't tell if I was peeing or it was.
Yeah. My
Yeah.
sister-in-law is due in about a month and a half, and she actually went to the hospital because she thought her water had broke, but she was only like 7 months at that point. But she was like, I don't know if it was pee or like if it's water, and apparently now that's happening all the time. So do I have that to look forward to? I mean, just like leakage.
Well, that's where a
leakage.
concern would be like amniotic fluid leaking.
Yeah,
or something,
I know.
So like just a
I mean, they tell her everything's fine and it's normal, but at that point it was just like.
I ended up going in because I couldn't tell, and it wasn't smelling like. It was smelling okay. It didn't smell like my pee. My pee's rancid, you know.
Constant,
So, yeah.
100% all the time, asparagus pee.
Yeah.
So like, have people asked you what? Like, I mean, I'm gonna go ahead and ask you. Are you gonna do natural? I mean, it doesn't really even matter. But what do you?
Oh goodness, no! I'm like already. I'm doing the epidural.
I did the epidural. I did. Yeah.
I'm not. No, I know myself well enough to know. I'm not gonna lie to you and say, "Oh, I'm gonna do it the right way." No, give me the fucking epidural. Come on.
And I'm not sure we should start out a relationship with having to forgive them.
Right.
You're so cute.
My mom, she had all of us at home. Like, she had 4 of us, and she had all of us at home. She had a midwife.
Oh wow.
So I think she maybe has a high pain threshold. Or
Yeah.
something.
I had 2 home births as well.
Really?
Yeah, but
It's about yourself
humble
now.
brag.
I know. Thanks, bitches.
I shit out a kid in my bedroom. Like,
That's where we measure the dicks. How did you have your children? Is it natural? Did you have an epidural? My cock's bigger than yours.
look at my trophy.
Oh God, don't, whatever you do, don't get caught up in that mom bullshit. Oh my God. Kelly's like one of the few moms I can hang out with.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Oh,
So
I
I'm like,
know.
oh, here, yeah.
I'm already like seeing other pregnant people like, I'm 18 weeks, my baby's the size of a red pepper.
Aww.
Oh,
Why is it
And
red?
I'm like, ugh.
What's been interesting for me too, like, is then almost like it's like a dating thing, but not like when you go to the playground and you see that your kids either like each other or you kind of connect with a parent, and then you're like, how do you exchange numbers, or like how do you have a relationship? Like, what's the etiquette? That's a weird part for me. And then you are like, do I text later? Do I like call like 2 days? Like, how do you? It's so weird.
It's true though, because other parents are vicious. You know, like especially in the parking lot. I will like, when I drop off my kids, I will intentionally try to piss people off behind me, because it's not the end of the fucking world if your precious little flower is going to be fucking late to school. You know, they just get so aggressive, and they just don't. You know, it's like, and then you see why you hate their kids. And it's like these people should have terminated their fetuses a long time ago.
Nice.
You know? But it's not so bad. I like being a parent. I mean, it's fun.
I mean, I have my boyfriend's kids who are 8 and 11 now, and we just started dating within the last year or so. So there's like a whole new world there that I'm trying to get used to, with people like, oh, is that your daughter? And I'm like, no. And then I'm like, well, I mean, not that, you know, I wouldn't have a problem with that, but not really. And then you're just like, oh God, like I'm gonna go hide. And, you know, then the mother, there's struggles there. She doesn't want to feel like I'm taking over in the kid's life, and so then when people ask me that question, I'm really like, no, I'm not her mom. She has a mom. Her mom's her mom.
Isn't that so weird? Like my ex-husband's moving back and he's taking the girls, and he has a girlfriend, and like we actually had a good conversation about that. About like she explained like she doesn't want to take my place, but she knows she's going to be another parent.
Right.
And it would just be so easy if all of these co-parents or step-parents would just fucking talk to each other.
Yeah.
You don't have to be best friends.
Right.
Oh yeah, we're so
I can't wait for my ex-husband to get a girlfriend, like so that I actually have a liaison to like schedule and coordinate stuff with. So he will get his fucking shit together. I can't wait.
That's what you hope for, right? What my kids got was they went for a visit with me on Mother's Day and moved in with their girlfriend. He said, "Hi, I'm Mom."
Oh.
That real well.
Yeah, my kids would be like, "What cunt?" No,
I am so
I
glad
can't hear what you just said.
I'm retiring though. My youngest just went to college, and I'm super excited. Except there are a lot of tornadoes up there. Thanks. I got this app so I can be panicked every time like the fucking warnings went off in Denton, and it worked. I didn't sleep for a month. All night long. Your kid's in danger. Your kid's in danger.
Yeah.
Do you know where your kids are?
Well, she got mad at me. She called me and she's like, you know, we had a tornado up here. And I'm like, really? I thought we said North Texas. She said, where do you think I am? And all the other moms and some of your Facebook friends were calling me, but where were you? Well, shit. Thank God for technology. Now I can panic when I'm supposed to.
Oh my God.
So don't worry, Kelly. If you don't know what you're doing, there's an app for that.
I know, right? Fucking app for everything.
I think what I hated the most was like advice, because everyone, I mean, people mean well, you know, their sentiments are well, but it's just like, you have to let your instincts kick in at one point.
Yeah. My mother has been really bad about that, and I fight with her every day about it. Stop. She's already telling me everything I'm doing wrong. Already. I'm not even doing anything yet.
Oh my God, okay, I was 30 years old and pregnant with my second child, and my mom had come over to visit, and when I'm pregnant I eat like 2 apples a day. And I was cutting up an apple, and my mom said, oh my God, do you need me to teach you how to do that?
Yeah?
I was like, get the fuck out of my kitchen. Like, I am a grown-ass woman about to have another human being, and you're trying to teach me how to cut an apple?
Were you murdering the apple, apple? What were you doing to the apple? I just gotta know. Like, what was your part?
No. Okay, I'll tell you. The way I cut it is like through the middle, then down the sides, because I like to have as much apple as possible, and I just snip the seeds right out. She does a wasteful cut. Like she cuts around, like she creates the core as like a square when she cuts it, and like there's wasted apple. So I should probably teach that bitch how to cut an apple.
And that was Kelly Stone on how to cut an apple. Everyone clap. All right, we're getting close to cutoff time. Our whole two audience. Well, we can probably keep going longer. We're just gonna turn that off. I don't give a shit. Do y'all have any questions for these ladies?
Yeah, how do you feel about the Diva Cup? Oh, wait. Are we supposed to ask them?
They're supposed to come up here and ask you questions. I feel like we're attacked. There's like two audience members like attack them.
I thought you were talking
Come up
about...
here, Danielle.
When you were talking about the Diva Cup, I thought you meant that thing that women use to pee. You know what I mean? Like the little cup that you can like pee in a urinal. I don't know what they're called, and I would really like one.
It's like a pee cup. Funnel.
It's called a Go Girl. She knows.
It's called a Go Girl. So that way when you're like busy and you just don't have time to sit to pee, you gotta go, girl.
When you want to feel like you got a dick, and you want to make some scribblings in the snow, get a Go Girl.
I have always wanted to be able to write my name.
You can't?
Not with my friends around.
Yeah, you use your clit, like you shift it. Yeah, and you gotta lift your leg like a boy dog.
Oh. What are we all doing tonight?
I know. We're gonna go try out some Go Girls.
We're gonna go on a plane trip to Minnesota and go pee in the snow, and that'll be it.
Don't forget to Facebook that.
I won't.
A little bit, no problem.
Oh, but yeah, that was all that I had. I mean, I don't know. I mean, I'd really like to see your routine. With the beer. We actually should get like pomegranate schnapps. Make it real. Or like one of those like
Red wine, sure.
There you go.
or it could be like one of those commercials with like the blue liquid.
Yeah.
There you go. That's all I
I'm
had.
drinking that out of it.
Yeah, I'll be like, you guys are wondering why I'm wearing a blue Hawaiian. I have something in my pocket. Ew.
That would be a cute little skit.
Yeah, and we could do like a little film of like how it works, but with the blue, of just how all of the lady part things works using blue. And then finally explaining how we can get blue balls too, right? Have you guys had blue balls? I've had blue balls. Like when your labia are like engorged, and you're like, fuck. Yeah, and you got like a big hard clit that just needs, it needs to be sucked. It's like,
Go like rub one out.
just need to get my dick sucked. Yeah.
I guess that's why I've never had a problem with it. I'm like, excuse me, I gotta use the restroom.
I'm like, hey, hold on here. I didn't finish.
Ladies first.
Christina, do you have
Wait
anything?
till it hurts. That's a misnomer.
You haven't said anything. You've just been kind of.
Well, we were talking about children. I don't have any.
Oh yeah.
I was being.
Oh.
I was stepping out of the child conversation.
I have a bigger trophy than her.
Christina's like,
Actually,
Yeah, please.
actually, not having children is a trophy in itself.
no kidding.
I'm very comfortable and happy with my decision to not breathe. Thank you.
This is for all the childless bitches out there. Yeah, fuck children.
But I like other people's like.
You'll
I
never
think
have a
it's
life
wonderful
again.
when other people are having children and I can see them and they scare me though. Like when they're little, when they're like people are like, "Here, hold it," and I'm like, "Oh my God, no, I'm gonna drop it," So they make me very nervous. I would be a horrible mother. I would be a neurotic mess, and my children would I would destroy my
lots of
children.
therapy.
Oh my god, it'd be horrible. Actually, probably not, but that's the picture I have in my head.
I mean, Kelly's one of my few friends that have children. A lot of my friends are childless, and they have chosen to be childless, and I can see why.
One of my best friends
I wanted to choose to be childless, but I made some poor choices that led to my childness.
One of my best friends said, "Well, I don't have kids because I like white carpet." And what would I do? Like, I decorate in glass and white carpet. Where would the kids go?
I think that too. It's like along with like the whole motherhood with breastfeeding and not breastfeeding. Who gives a fuck? If you choose to procreate and you don't, who gives a fuck? It just embrace the fact that you're a fucking woman. You know what I mean? It doesn't.
I decided when I was probably about 13 that I was not going to have children. I was young. Yeah.
My daughter's already said that.
I'm not having children. I did get married and then divorced, which proved that I was on. Some.
I've met my goal, sort of. Well, he's fixing to turn it off.
All right. Thanks, everybody. Thanks to our one person listening and our two audience members.
I want to thank Kelly and Lisa and Christina and Kelly.
Thank you, Stephanie.
Yes, thank you, Stephanie.
Thank you, Stephanie. Thank you for having us.
Thank you, Stephanie.
Thank you for everybody. Give yourself a hand. You can turn it off now. It's over. Just turn it off, freak.